bam, boom, bam. Let's go.
Yo, what's up, Bam?
What up, man? Where the hell all my batteries go? Yeah, all right. What's up, man?
What's going on? You checking on your batteries?
Yeah, man, it fucking just disappeared, man. It disappeared. You know?
What the fuck's going on, bro? Where your batteries going?
Probably in one of the remotes in the living room. You know what
Always
I
the
mean?
goddamn remotes. Always got me, man.
You know?
How's your weekend?
It was good. It was good. You know, it was nice weather. Got to relax, enjoy myself.
You guys opened up? Were you allowed to do stuff if you wanted to?
Yeah,
or?
yeah. You know, went out, got some food.
Yeah.
A little club sandwich or something. You know?
So did I, man. I went to your favorite spot, Bobby Barnes.
Yeah, shut up. I ain't talking to you right now.
Yeah, Bobby Barnes. Best ribs I've ever had. Because of you. You mentioned that. You brought me there for the first time.
Like some food, man. Like some food.
It was good. You know what, man? I went there at a perfect time. It was the 3 p.m. time, right between lunch and dinner.
Not nobody there.
Yeah,
Cool.
you know, just 5 tables.
Mm-hmm.
Good time. Good time to go. You know, the meals are so goddamn big that I didn't need to eat dinner when I got back anyway. So
Oh, really? Yeah.
it all worked out, man. It all worked out.
When I get down that way, I'm definitely gonna get in there.
We'll definitely record some shit. I should have popped the picture up. I have it. Next time with the boys, you know. Anyways, we got a special guest on, man, today, man.
Yes,
Let's get him up
yes,
on here,
get
man.
him up here.
How you doing, brother? Man, how are things, man?
Where'd he go? Oh,
Oh.
there he is.
Yo, can you hear us, brother? The live streaming, bro, it kills
I know
everything.
it acts up.
Oh, I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
Oh,
Thank you.
pleasure, brother. Pleasure. Let me. Oh no, I can't do that. I was gonna see if I can lower the quality.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can
Good.
hear you. Can you hear us?
There we go. There we go.
We good now?
Yeah.
Yo,
Hear me now?
are you far from the Wi-Fi? Are you far? What is it?
Yeah, hear me now?
What is that called again? The router? What is it called, Bam?
The router, yep. You know?
Once we go live, there's so much power that goes through this shit, right? So it usually lags a little bit if we are not close to the modem, not the router.
Yes.
God damn, we don't know anything.
All right. Yeah, so he back. He's good. He's good.
Good now?
He's good.
Sounds a little robotic.
Good now?
Yeah, can you hear us, bro?
Yeah, there we go. I can hear y'all perfect.
Okay. Well,
All right, man. Tell us a bit about yourself, my man.
It's terrible out here.
well, yeah. What? He at home? He with AT&T?
My name is Skitta Skat. 28 years old. Georgia County, early. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, in and out, brother. In and out. Man, you still have the ocean wave on your end, right?
Yeah, I'm hearing it.
It's my got a thunderstorm on the side, so okay. There we go. Is it good now?
Yeah. Right there. It was actually pretty good. Yeah.
So, who influenced you into being an artist, brother?
What's the luck with the states?
Okay. Yeah, 28 from Oh, come on.
Thanks, Alex. Sometimes we don't know. Sometimes we need people to reply. Because one time Bam was doing the show by himself.
Artist influence
He
a
was
lot,
frozen
but
one.
if I,
Yeah, it always act up. You know?
I thought we were supposed to get a huge storm out here.
it's not in.
We were supposed to get a huge storm down here, Bam.
Well, it's supposed to be coming up the coast.
Oh yeah.
Supposed to be coming up the coast for me.
Too.
Oh, he moving around a little bit and get a better location, get a better signal.
We can hear
Everything
you.
good now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I was gonna say, jump out and jump back in, brother. We'll kick you out and then go back under the link.
Right here.
Boom, there we go. We'll do that.
Yeah. So you're hearing the ocean waves over there,
Yeah,
right?
the ocean waves. It's like
I don't know what's going on.
it's like I'm about to take a nap. You know,
Yeah, I hear it. I hear it. You know.
the ocean waves. Remember the first time I told you the sound? I'm like, I didn't know how to describe it. You're like, yeah, the ocean's right over there, and I'm like, no, dum dum, not the actual ocean itself.
The ocean is right there.
I know.
You know?
You were like, well, yeah, the ocean's over. I'm like, that's not what I'm saying. It has like a little, you know what I mean? Like a little.
Oh, yeah. People doing it on their phones. You know, might have to tell people what you call it, man. Get on your computer, man.
You think people have computers? Dude, we're old, eh? We have computers. People don't have computers
everybody
anymore.
Everybody got a
No,
laptop.
fuck, you're still so stupid. No.
No, man, everybody got a
The
laptop.
fucking cell phone's worth the same thing as a computer. What are they gonna buy both?
Yeah, you know,
God damn, you gotta
Need
get
a
into
laptop.
civilization.
nah, man.
Yeah. Yo, can you hear us?
Everything good now? Yeah, I can hear y'all perfectly.
Okay. My question was,
I can hear y'all.
who influenced you into being an artist?
A lot of people. I grew up listening to a lot of people. You know, my father, he was a huge '90s fan. As far as you know, what you would call a gangster rapper era was Tupac, Scarface, all them. My brother, he influenced me as far as the lyrical side. But if I say one person the most, it would have to be Lil Wayne. You know, I grew up listening to Wayne since he was 16. You know, on Hot Boys, Guerrilla Warfare. So that would be my number one.
Yeah,
influence.
that's dope. That's dope. Yeah, for sure. Generational part of some people's lives were definitely Lil Wayne as being influential for sure. But how old were you when you start taking this game seriously? What I mean by that is, you know, when you first took money out of your pocket to get studio time or studio equipment, you know, how old were you?
I was luckily for me, I got an early start. I would want to say I took it serious at the age of, I want to say 11, 12. I started when I was 10, but you know, my brother, he was in the group before me. You know, when we got together, and next thing you know, we started doing shows and going to different states and performing, and so that's when I really took it seriously. But you know, that's as a kid. But when you grow up as an adult, that's when you know life hits you. Then you really see how serious is this to you. You know, you take this out of your own pocket, your own money, your own time, own tears, own set. But I would say since a kid, around the age of 11.
11.
Wow, that's crazy. You know, putting that paper money in there. You know, shit, I could dig that. You know, if you wanted to turn somebody into a fan of your music, you know, what song or video would you recommend for them to hear first? You know what I mean? If you just met somebody, like, you know.
As well with my brother, we call G Writers, formerly known as G Writers. We have a song called "Gotta Leave." It samples the Daniel Jones song "Wanna Be." So you know, on the hook, it sings that you know, when you love someone, you just don't treat them bad. It has that part of the hook. You know, us, you know, we've been, as far as the younger generation, we ain't too young. You know, we're like in the late 20s, but you know, us being part of that younger generation, feel as though we can
Okay.
kind of bridge the gap. So you know, that's something to the dance floor and the cost song I would introduce.
Okay.
Now, do you remember the first song you ever recorded? Babe, I'm going to get him to call us
Yeah.
in.
You said it
It
one more
would be
time.
better.
Yeah, give me a second.
Yeah, that definitely be better to give them a call it in because I don't know, man. You say these phones, but you know the service you get with them phones, you know,
Yeah.
it's not as good as having your laptop linked into something. How you doing, baby girl?
I agree. I totally agree.
You know, I think that.
And I think
better.
the processors are obviously bigger on a computer,
laptop,
right? So
yeah.
so you can. I get it, man. I get it.
You know.
I think we come from a generation where we used a lot of our laptops, and I don't think I'll ever get rid of mine in general. But I mean,
You know,
So
And I mean, when they on their phone, you got the messages coming in and people trying to call you, and
yeah,
just
there we go. Yeah, hello.
Yeah, it's Skitta Skat here.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
this. So there we go. They'll be a lot better, brother. They'll be a lot
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
All
I
right,
don't know
so
what it is. Every time it hits the live stream, you just want to mess up.
yeah, when it comes to the live stream and it streams over, like, you know what I mean? If the Wi-Fi is even a little bit weaker than usual, the goddamn thing, because it's streaming on YouTube and Facebooks and Twitch and all that nonsense, right? But I wanted to hear more. We got you cut in a bit in and out when we said when you wanted to turn someone into a fan of your music. What song would you recommend? And you were mentioning you and your brother, right?
Oh yeah, so me and my older brother V-Nell, we're in a group. We're called G Writers, but we're formerly known as G Riders. And we have a song called "Gotta Leave," and it samples the Darnell Jones "Where I Want to Be." And on the hook, that's where it samples the chorus part. Us being kind of younger, we're in the late 20s, so we're not too far into the younger generation, but where we felt as though that can bridge the gap to where everyone in the car can listen to that one song and enjoy it. So that's the one song I would introduce to someone.
See, it's funny because when I was DJing, I was the one that you'd have to find that music that you're right that bridges the gap, right? Especially when I was DJing a wedding, you're like, mom and pops is over there, the youngins are over here. You gotta do something to bridge the gap. So when you're finding a track that you're doing together to bridge that gap, that's genius because now you're hitting everybody right with it. So
yeah, that's true. You get that old school, new school flair. You know what I mean?
I love that. But brother, can you tell me your first song that you ever recorded? Do you remember that experience?
Of course, the first song I ever recorded, I believe I was in, I want to say the 6th grade. It was me and my brother. It was a song called "Brothers at War," and it was over the I can't remember the name of it, but it was over the 50 Cent and Tupac zone. I can't remember the name of that song, but we had a song called "Brothers at War." Be like, I got your back, you got my back. Let's go to war. Let's go. I got your back.
All right.
Yeah, so it was over there. So that was the very first song inside a home studio, inside the closet. That's something I can never forget.
Oh man, I know. Anyone that's started the music business understands that home closet. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, you always start at the crib.
No, what it is? I remembered when I was working with Rob, we do the nice studios, and they're $80 to $90 an hour. And then you go and find Buddy with the closet. And you're like, fuck that. We're dealing with $20 an hour. We're going with him. You know what I mean? So. So you got to do
back there when I was younger, I didn't know nothing about it. 100 or 80 something an hour. All I know is I got a mic in front of me. I'm about to record. That's all I knew.
I used to terrorize the engineers. I'm like, hurry up, man. Like, I'm looking at the clock.
Let's go.
It was fucking hilarious. There was one place that we used to go to that actually had the cab meter, Swap Studios.
Okay.
Like, it was legit. When he was done, he'd press the button like a cab. It was fucking. You know what? I don't blame him. He didn't want to waste any of his time, right? Down to
He didn't want to waste nobody's time, and
it was
fair. That's the genius idea.
Yeah, he'd be like, you ready? He's like, yeah. Presses the button. We done? Presses the button. That's what you owe him. You know what I mean? So it's pretty dope. Yo, brother, do you remember your first performance, and which one was your biggest performance?
Ooh.
First, I remember everything of the first performance. It was in Howard University.
Okay.
Me and my brother, we were dealing with a lady called Jane Jackson Harley. She's the daughter of a legendary New York radio host by the name of Hal Jackson. He was way deep in the town. I want to say 80s, 70s. But normally what she does is she'll take kids, as far as girls, pageants, or models, actors, rappers, take them around the states, perform. But my first performance with her was in Howard University. It was for like a pageant, but she still had rappers in there. And as far as the biggest one, I would say 2019. It was at the DMV Awards. It's something called DMV Titan Awards for the best artists in DC, Maryland, Virginia area. And luckily for us, we were nominated for 2 awards and got to perform. So that was one of my most memorable performances. Performing in front of the heavy hit as far as the DMV. There's a lot of younger generation artists up there, so it wasn't no Wale's or Logic, but the up and comers that's making names.
But do you find now, because you mentioned that you said that was in 2019. Now, do you find that COVID ruined your momentum? Or slowed it down. I shouldn't say ruin. I should say slow down your momentum.
I would say both. The reason I say both is because it slowed everyone down to the point where they can actually sit and think, okay, let me get a plan together, or let me work on some things that I wasn't working on when I was just in the pursuit of just going. Let me work
Yeah.
on that,
Right.
or let me see what I can work on new. And far as it helping, yeah, really, yeah, that's how it helped as well. You can see what you can work on new, see what you need to work on better, see what you don't need to do. So I figured it helped in both ways.
Yeah, I can see that. I can
Okay.
definitely see. I
Okay.
can
Well,
definitely see that.
shit. Find out if he signed or he independent, Joe.
Well,
Because I know he can't hear me.
I know,
You know
but
what I
I
mean?
would have just mentioned that anyways. I really appreciate that, Bam.
Well, just getting in
Anyway,
there.
I know you
getting in
can't hear
there.
Bam. Bam's in my headphones right now. Sorry, brother. Are you
Shout out
currently
Bam.
are you
Yeah.
currently signed or are you independent?
I would say independent, because there are labels who consider themselves independent, but I have a distribution deal
Mm-hmm.
with the Adventures Music. Though, I've watched a lot of interviews and I've watched Chris speak. He said they can work as a label, but not to kind of get it confused. They are a distribution label, but I would say independent.
So, because you can still do what you want to do, music wise,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I'm just putting music out through them. But
Yeah, that's dope.
far as signing to a label, yeah, I would say I'm
So
independent.
now, to explain this to people, what exactly do they do for you?
Well, what they do is like Chris said in a couple of his interviews, they can work as a label, depending on how big your budget is. If yeah, I have yet to put out a budget there because I've been working my own record,
Mm-hmm.
doing interviews from here and there. But they can do a video for you. They can you know
Okay.
I haven't, but from what I've seen from other artists under Adventures Music, some artists have gotten their music on the Billboard charts. Some other artists have opened up for major artists. I'm pretty sure they do the whole works.
That's dope,
Then
man.
having a guy like Chris Gotti, I'm pretty sure his connections it
Yeah.
won't hurt either.
No, not at all. Absolutely. I totally agree with you. Brother, if there's one thing that you would change, that you can change in the music industry, what would it be?
I would say, I would say for A&Rs to not looking for that next one, that next star. Meaning, if it's say like it's a Beyonce, for A&Rs to stop going to clubs and I need to find the next Beyonce, or I'm looking for the next Beyonce record.
Yeah.
Have an open mind, because at the end of the day, that's all the music industry is. It is good to you know I don't want to say copy, but it is, to study other artists, kind of add a little bit of their flavor, swag into your own, or add a lyric or two into there. But you know, I would say look for the next best thing, because that's how the music industry continues on. You got people like Whitney, you got people like Pop, Wayne. It's all a total different plethora of different artists
true.
out there. So,
Right.
so that's the one thing I would say.
See, my problem with the music industry is for instance, they like an artist, a singer, an R&B singer, a rapper, whatever the case may be, and then they want to change them. But there was something that gravitated
Exactly.
and I don't understand why you want to change it. There's obviously something special there. Did you look at them and go, if I change his clothes, his look, his this, and his style, I have a star? But what was? Didn't do that with anybody else. Don't do that with someone with talent. I don't understand. Like, that's that's the
It's
one thing I
crazy.
would change. I don't know. It drives me nuts. It absolutely drives me nuts.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, that kills me as well. 'Cause I feel exactly what you're saying. Like, you go into a club and like, oh, I like them. Then it's time to get them in the studio, and you're giving them some material that doesn't even suit them, or you listen to their past.
Exactly.
What you're giving them isn't what attracted you to.
Yes. Like, you hear stories afterwards that when people are signed to a label and they actually got set loose afterwards, and they're talking about their first two albums is not them and wasn't their style, and it was, and you're like, huh? I was fooled, but I didn't know this. You know what I mean? You're like, damn, like, why would they do that to
And
you?
that can go both ways, because it's been a lot of times I've heard artists speak. I look at a lot of interviews, but it's been a lot of times I heard artists speak, and they was like, yeah, like the Young Jeezy song with him and R. Kelly, Go Get Her. I was looking at his magazine, and he said originally he never planned on putting R. Kelly on there. Just like a bunch of other artists, they said, I didn't really like this song. Someone told me they believed in it and it went hot. So it can work in both favors, but I would say just allow that artist to keep being them.
Yeah, I think that's the most important for sure, man. What separates you from other artists?
I would say what separates me from other artists, well, in today's world, not even today's world, I would say versatility. Because I'm an artist where I listen to all different types of music, not just hip hop. Hip hop is my main one, but there's some R&B songs I love. There's some pop songs I love.
Yeah.
There's some country songs I love. You gotta love all different genres of music in order to have a love for music.
I couldn't agree with you.
Right, but as far as what makes me different from other rappers and people that's chasing the same thing I'm chasing, a lot of people, I don't have the singing voice. I don't do it all the time. I don't sing at all, but I know how to pack down different flows. Like one of my number one go-to flows is I rap very fast. Mm-hmm. So I would say that what separates me from in today's artists. But I know how to, for different records, I don't just rap fast. Some I use all different flows depending on what type of beat I have.
Right. That's dope. Yeah, for sure, man.
That's good.
Now today, being an independent artist, what is the biggest struggle you have today?
I would say, as far as independent, I would say I feel as though social media has, it's a gift and a curse as far as independent artists.
Yeah.
Because, you have those independent artists who are successful, and, you have those people, the masses, who looking at them like they're a major, and, thinking they have a whole backing behind them. And then, they got everything they work for. They got the glitz, the glamour, the cars, the money, the chains, and they're still independent. And then you have those artists who making a little bit of noise in their city, and people are looking at this person, he's screaming, he's independent, it should be that easy for you, but it's not. It's a lot more. It's a lot more than what you see behind the board.
Yes, true. That is true.
Now, what's the best way of promoting yourself? Is it like through Facebook, Instagram? What's the best
everything,
way? It is a bit of everything. Everyone's everywhere, right? So you need a bit of everything, right?
Yeah, everything. And it's not even just so you still got to do it the old school way. You still got to get out there and do it face to face as well.
100%.
That's right.
100. We've always been that. And I've told people this day in and day out. Me and Bam always told people, you meet people face to face, those are connections that are actually gonna last longer than an ad or a like. You know what I mean? If you do a show and you get off your show and you actually went and talked around and mingled with people, and you know what I mean, and they got to know you a little bit, I'm telling you that goes a long way than just this social media shit.
Definitely.
It helps, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's the hand-to-hand combat is what we call it, and that's the way old school always work in that sense. And you know what? It's more work, right? And people, if you want to put the work into it, that's the way to do it. But if you're gonna get a little bit lazy and just hopefully, I follow them and hopefully they follow me back, good luck. Good luck with doing that. That's just the way it is. But brother, is there any other artists or producers that you would love to work with in the future?
Oh man, there's so many.
Name some, brother. Name some.
I grew up. I'm 28, but I still grew up as far as the old heads. There's the Dre's, there's the Irv Gottlieb's, there's the Jermaine Dupri's. You got the Travis Scott's out there. He's doing this thing out there. You got Kanye's, classic legend out there. Oh man, Duss, I'm pretty sure responsible for a lot of records. Duss out there. Artist wise.
Yeah, featured on your album, man. Featured on your tracks. Who do you want next to you, man?
Oh man, well I want people who I know that's going to for sure hit the heart, hit the soul. It's not even got to be those radio tracks, but those certain tracks that you hear on the album, that's what I want. I don't just want to go remember forever. People like that, I think of people like Beyonce, Chris Brown, Eminem, Wayne, Nas, Let me see who else. New people these days. Benny the Butcher,
Mhm.
Ross. Let me see. There's so many other people out there.
I love that, man. That's dope. And it's perfect because it leads right into my next question because you named so many. Now, name me your top 5 artists. Not
Set
rappers,
up.
just your artists.
Set
top
up.
5.
Let me see.
And no
You know
specific
what?
order. We don't dog. We're not saying 1 to 5.
Oh, yeah.
Or isn't any 5.
Yeah, it would have too hard to give a specific order. Top 5, 4 or 5 long-time artists. No specific order. Lil Wayne,
Wayne.
Michael Jackson, number 2.
Mm.
Chris Brown.
Mm-hmm.
I got to go with Eminem.
Mm-hmm.
And for that fifth one, it's
Yeah,
so
you're pissing off some people. You know.
so many people. I would have to say Jay-Z. Just off the simple fact that I was young when he first came out, but when you get older and you learn history to see where he's at now, that's just an incredible resume. That's from being turned down from labels to creating your own labels to now being a label, other major artists are coming to you for, and that's just amazing.
All around businessman.
For real.
Businessman, you know what I mean? Entrepreneur, fucking how many decades in the game? You know what I mean? People still know who he is from young to old. Yeah, absolutely. You can never deny that. Jay, yeah, for sure, hands down. Brother, we usually get 5 random questions just to get people to know you a little bit better. So the first question I have for you is, give me your favorite hip-hop album.
Interesting. That's interesting. I'd like to hear that.
Favorite number 1 all time? Okay. I have them in mind. It's just these 4 in mind. It's just that's just those. If you ask me which albums could I live with on the album, it will be these 4. But to break it down to one, I can name
Bam,
4.
I'm curious now. I want to hear all 4 now. Right?
We do, but hold on.
You have to
before
pick
you do
one.
that,
Yeah, you have to pick one.
Before you do that, ask him when he wake up in the morning, what's the first album he listens to?
I would have to say probably it's gonna hurt me because I know in the future I'm gonna regret saying it. I'm gonna think about it later. But as of right now, I'm just gonna go off the top of my head and say Jay-Z, the Black Album.
Oh, it's a good album. Good album. Now, what would be number 2? What's the other one?
Scarface the Dot.
Okay. I like that. that.
Number 3 would have to be Lil Wayne, the Carter.
Mm-hmm.
And that 4th one, Tupac, Me Against the World.
Okay. Oh, it's fucking
good tab. It's good tab.
No, it's definitely good 4. Those that's a top 4 for sure, man. Now, next question. Your dream vacation.
Oh, that's easy. A dream vacation. It doesn't even have to be a specific place, but that's just one dream vacation where you have all your family with you. Like everybody's just enjoying themselves. Mama's side, daddy's side, your kids.
Yeah.
Your significant others, family. That's a dream vacation for me where everybody wake up. Hey, what we doing? We having fun. That's the dream vacation.
Yeah, it's
for
dope.
me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We try to do that. We used to do that about once a year. We get the whole family and friends and everyone from around the world. We have our friend Andre that's listening to right now. He's from Russia. They come down and meet up with us, and you know what I mean. It's nice. It's nice to see everyone. It's a lot of work though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Everyone's pulling you in every direction, man, and all you're trying to do is escape for a nap. When you hit my age, we need naps. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go change. I need a nap. But they don't get that, But whatever. But yeah, that's a dope vacation. I like that. Now, what was your first job ever? I'm talking about your first actual paycheck.
Oh, that's easy. Popeye's chicken.
Popeyes?
I was 17 years old. I think I was like a month out of high school. I was like,
yeah.
I was like, I need money, but I wasn't, really out there. My grandma was like, hey, why don't you work at Popeyes? Right there. I was like, okay, forget it. It's a job. I got a paycheck.
Yeah,
There you
yeah.
go.
Bam was at BK and I was at McDonald's. That was our first jobs ever.
Screw McDonald's. They turned me down for a first
What?
job.
It's because you know what? It's because McDonald's is like a little society. You know, I needed my boy
Yeah.
to be friends with the manager that was hiring people to hire me because they weren't really. It was like it was a little Weasley like that at McDonald's. It definitely was where I was at. But I was the kid that didn't want to work. Like I used to be like, I pick up my schedule and be like, "Fuck, 12 hours," and they're like, "You only got 12 hours," and I'm thinking, "Man, I got 12 hours too many," you know. I don't want to work.
Yeah, I thought
I don't want to work
I
ever.
thought McDonald's was a for sure job. Everybody, McDonald's hire everybody. Go apply for them. Everybody works at McDonald's. I apply for them. I ain't never heard none of that.
You know, okay, we have a thing here. Okay, after high school, I needed a job. Okay, there was this place called Value Village here. I don't know if that's anywhere else. It's where they sell like used clothes. Okay,
Right.
all right.
Salvation Army. It's pretty much Salvation
It's a Salvation Army type of stuff. And this thing had a help wanted sign for 3 years. So I figured, fuck it. I'm going to apply at this place. They're not going to deny me. 3 years this sign's been up. I didn't even get an interview, man. You know how insulting that was?
That's
3
fucked
years.
up.
Yeah, I know.
That
I
is
was like,
fucked
fuck
up.
that. I mean, I'm never buying your used clothes anyways. Get out of here. Anyways, so name me one thing that's on your bucket list.
Bucket list.
Gotta do it.
I want to jump out. I want to go parachuting from a plane.
What the fuck's wrong with you guys?
Thank you.
I knew he was gonna say that. Did you? I had a feeling. I was gonna say, name me something else on your bucket list, but don't throw yourself out of a plane. That's what I'm gonna put that in my questions from now on. Why out of a plane? Me and Bam are scared to death. We can't do that shit. Now what's the thrill?
It's just the thrill of like I'm a movie junkie. I watch so many movies.
Yeah, from
as
the
a
couch,
kid.
me, but not from jumping from a plane though.
Then then you watch Fear Factor, and then you watch all these videos of everybody else, and it's just like I know I can do that. Just wait till I get my turn. Don't put me on an airplane next to a parachute. I'm gonna jump out.
I'm at a point where I think
Crazy.
the amount of people that we've had on here that want to jump out of a plane, I might start my own business. You know what I mean? It's like everyone wants to jump out of a. I know there's a few reasons why I don't want to jump. One, I know my luck. I told you guys about my Bitcoin dropping earlier before we went on, so I know my luck's already not very good. Two, I don't need you guys to hear me the way I'm gonna scream, like a little girl. And if I land, there's gonna be feces all over me and stuff, and that's not a good scenario all around for me. This is just not cool. So I'm staying the fuck away from those things. I'll watch you guys all jump out.
No control of your bowels.
No,
you know.
it's all negative, all negative. But yeah, so okay, he's jumping out of a plane. That's his bucket list. All right. Well, god damn it. Anyways, give me one word that describes your music style.
One word that describes my music style. I would say the word I chose earlier, versatile.
Yeah.
It's based off, I know that I like a lot of beats. A lot of other people don't like. These days a lot of people use a lot of trap beats or a lot of soft beats, tempo beats. But I just recently, the song I have out, the single Sky High, I noticed that was kind of a EDM pop kill to one of them parties where you had a rave, you just dancing up and down, jamming, and then it had a mixture with a hip hop. And I was thinking to myself, I said, I don't know anyone. I know some people who get on it just to test their skills, but to actually like it and want to rip it, I knew that's what made me different there. So I would say versatile.
That's dope. That's dope, man. So, are things opening up for you where you're at? Like with this COVID shit, like are things almost back to normal for you?
Shows are slowly opening back up. Slowly, not too many. There's still some shows people are having outside. Like inside.
Yeah.
I'm from the DMV. This is Go-Go area, and since everything was closed on the inside, they was doing everything outside. Outside at a park. Some people doing shows on a moving truck, or some people doing shows at home on live. So things are slowly opening up.
That's cool. Yeah, no, same thing over here. Things are slowly opening up. They're letting us breathe a little bit. So what's next for you? What's your next big move?
Next big move, a lot. You know, I'm still working on my music as well. I want to shoot my Sky video in July, but also I'm still working on music with my brother. You know, our group is called G Riders, so we have music coming as well.
That's dope.
So, and also at Vince's Music, they're doing a few shows here on the East Side. So I wanna put myself in there, get myself in that camp right there. So. Okay. I'm just trying to move, you know, a lot of different things coming up. So whatever's coming up, I'm trying to indulge in it.
Yeah, man. Keep us posted, man, for sure. Now, I want to let people know. So you, can you tell people where to reach you on Instagram?
Instagram, Skitta Skat, SKITTA _skat, SKAT, Skitta Skat. You can also find me on. Yeah, you can also find me on my group page is ITZB _writers. That's writers, but now with an S with a C at the end.
And you're also on all major streaming platforms, right?
Yes. Got High on every single platform. Spotify, Tidal, every single one you have.
That's awesome, man.
Nice.
I wanted to end the interview by playing your video, Not Worth My Tears. Can you tell me a bit more about that song?
Not Worth My Tears. That's where it samples the Harry J. Boss song "Not Gonna Cry," and around that time, I had that beat. I want to say since 2018.
Okay.
I just never could put the right words to it. I knew it always gave me a certain feeling, but I just never could put the right words to it. So that song is more of, on the first verse, you know. I just went with whatever I feel came out of me. So the first verse is dealing with, you know, fake friends, you know, bad relationship, bad friends, you know. And then the second verse comes, that's more of the political side, as far as, you know, that's around the time that COVID had shut down. We've seen all the police brutality videos and then dealing with Trump. So that's why I focused the second verse on. So it's a mixture of everything. Basically the concept is saying everything that I'm talking about is not worth the tears no more, you know. We done been through it before, we done been through it multiple times, so
yes.
now we used to this. Now it's not worth the tears no more.
That's dope, man. That's dope. Brother, man, thank you for being patient earlier with the what is it? The earlier, what the fuck's that called again? That
the lagging or whatever it's called. It's cool. It's
technical difficulties.
Yeah, the technical difficulties, you know, shit happens. Happy you got to call back in, man, and finish up the interview. But you know what, man? Keep us posted on shit, man, and don't be shy, man. Hit us up and we'll have you back on again, my brother.
Most definitely. I appreciate it for being let on the platform. I truly appreciate it. Thank you,
man. All the best, brother. We'll talk to you soon.
All right.
All right, peace, man.
Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you too, man.
Yes, brother. I'm here.
He says bye, my brother. All right, peace, guys.
We ain't crying no more. And did way too much of that. No more sympathy.
She say I never really give a time. Funny how shit move when I get again and I grind. Clockwork, drop it off for your call like a nigga on the run from the feds when the drop work. Dropping opportunities, should've ruined me, killing me softly. I believed in the thought of us having unity, but we wanted something different. Who the hell am I kidding? A nigga tripping, only fooling me. It's a eulogy to all the women and the suckers who walk up into my life with distractions. Words never match your actions. You acting, trying to get a roll in my faction. You liking the grind, it's your attraction. But your love for what I love was what you lacking. Back then it wasn't what it is. Let me handle my biz and let me get up on this road. I've already gone packing. I stayed down when you play round. Anybody step into you, then we stepping on them like the A-Town. Needed your support like a hoe, you was face down. No face, nigga, no trace of the friendship, that's a closed case. Can't believe the hating coming from a nigga off the home base. But you with the other side, with them other guys. Talk 100 lies, but they got the soul of 100 men, so I'm gonna rap. Ha, I don't cry like I used to. Eyes clear, steady vibe when it's useful. Use you, shit is crucial, who's who? That's tendencies on the frenemies. Never one with your energy, pretend to be like you kidding me. With a enemies, Skitta Skat got the remedy. Never shed tears for no suckers, a woman who lessons in the end. All they wanna do is fuck us out. Ha, and everybody say. And all my women say. say fuck the police, that's how I treat them. They wanna freeze your account, say you can't buy freedom. Terrorize you in the room just to say that you need them. Another murder was the case that really mad when you beat them. Nobody man up, I'ma stand up. If them feds didn't have them guns, would you put them hands up just to make an arrest? She think about it making me stress, cause of the fence. How many of my people in the grave taking the rest? I think it's a test, most of my people passing. Got a mask in, what's the light at the end of the tunnel? I'm ready to rumble. Tell Kendrick I'm standing up and still I'll be humble. The message I spit clear, no it'll never be mama, never be mama. Fuck your designer, I never be hustle. Fly nigga, feather never get ruffled. You tryna eat it by my bag, this can never be ruffles. The king still up in the deck, no matter way we shuffle. Tell me how can I trust you on Mr. President? You for my people won't even come through the resident. Shake a hand conversation, I see no evidence. Don't take it as the threat God speaking, man, this is heaven sent. I'm just speaking for my people that's supposed to be equal. Barack bought in the chase, Michelle is the sequel. Under your supervision, racist summons openly lethal. If they got a badge, it's cool for them to openly beat you. Nah, I don't cry like I used to. Eyes clear, city vibe when it's useful. Use you, shit is crucial. Who's who? That's tendencies and frenemies. Never one with your energy. Pretend to be like you can me. With a enemies. Skitta Skat got the remedy. Never shed tears for no suckers or women who left us in the end. All they wanna do is fuck us out. Ha, and everybody say